Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me once more. I do really appreciate it. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Litecoin. I'm going to tell you what you need to know about it, and more importantly, why I think that the price is going to have a massive, insane gain this year. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you my insane price prediction, and this time it might well be insane, especially for a coin that people always used to call poor man's Bitcoin. But poor man's Bitcoin is doing pretty damn well at the moment with 141% gains and a lot further to go in my opinion. So this is going to be a quick dive into the project. I'm going to tell you just enough about what you need to know, but I'm going to explain in more detail why I think it's going to go to the moon. So here's the most important stuff for you newbies out there who don't know much about Litecoin. What is it? Okay, so Litecoin is a pure peer-to-peer cryptocurrency based off of the Bitcoin protocol. It was created in October of 2011 by Charles Lee, who was a former employee of Coinbase. Yes, that Coinbase, the one that just launched Coin and completely turned the tech world upside down with that IPO. See, he is the brains behind Litecoin, and with support from the Bitcoin community, he created Litecoin. Like I said, Litecoin is based off of the Bitcoin protocol. It is a pure peer-to-peer cryptocurrency, but thanks to a few changes made to its protocol and blockchain, it is actually faster and cheaper than Bitcoin by a huge amount. Litecoin still works off of proof of work. However, unlike Bitcoin that uses SHA-256, this one actually uses an algorithm called Script, which has faster block times than Bitcoin, and that makes transactions a lot faster as well and a lot cheaper. To further improve on Litecoin's speed and scalability, in 2017, they actually moved the chain over to SegWit, and they performed the first ever Lightning Network transfer using Litecoin. At that time, they were able to move money from Zurich all the way to San Francisco in under 1 second. Like Bitcoin, Litecoin is a mineable coin, and it actually has a block reward of 12.5 coins per block that's added to the chain. Similar to Bitcoin, there is actually a halving event approximately every 4 years. Their total amount of Litecoin that will ever be able to be mined is 84 million. So, just like Bitcoin, it is a deflationary currency. Like any project that started before 2017 and 2018, in fact, it has its controversies. The biggest one, of course, is that the founder, Charlie Lee, in 2017 dumped all of his Litecoin tokens on the market. At the time, he justified selling off his Litecoin holdings as him moving on to other projects and not wanting to be burdened by any link to Litecoin. The community didn't really take too kindly to it, and many of them didn't really believe him, and of course, most of them were unhappy, regardless of whether they believed him or not. But maybe, just maybe, it is time for us to forgive Charles Lee, because after all, at that time was only $250 or $260 when he decided to dump. And right now the price is well over $300 and on its way to what I can only describe as astronomical highs. So maybe it's time to let the old git off and stop giving him such a hard time about it. We're now moved past and moved beyond. So maybe it's time to let him off the hook. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you guys judge. Let me know in the comments down below. Should we let Charles Lee off with dumping his coins now that we're all in the green? Or should we all keep contempt and hatred in our hearts forever? You let me know. Now, as I said, Litecoin isn't having huge amounts of stuff developed for it, but why am I super bullish about it right now? So most of this comes down to the technicals for this. The charts look primed for some really big movements in the price, but there's also an update on Mimblewimble. So Litecoin have been developing MWeb capabilities for Litecoin. So Mimblewimble basically allows for privacy on the Litecoin network. This in effect will actually mask the history of some of the Litecoins that have been out there for a long time. Older Litecoins will have been used perhaps in transactions that were nefarious, and those transactions will stay on the blocks. So Mimblewimble was a way of kind of not removing that data, but masking it. Now, there was an announcement at the end of March that said that the MWeb code was complete and that it's now open for other developers to look at and scrutinize before it goes live on Litecoin. But as I said, the reason that I'm really bullish about Litecoin is down to the technicals right now. If we look at Litecoin, we actually aren't officially in bull mode yet. I know it seems like a bit of a crazy thing to say, considering that we've seen 150% almost pump in the price, but no, It's not quite in bull mode yet, and the reason I can tell you that is because we still haven't got over that all-time high, but we are very, very close. Today we've actually passed over a very crucial resistance level of $307, and we seem to be holding quite nicely above it at the moment. If we can do that, the next target is actually going to be beyond that all-time high, and I think we'll be looking at $377 in the very immediate short term for Litecoin. Now, it is quite possible that we don't hold at this level, but we are above it at the moment, which is great. But if we don't hold, what's going to happen next? Well, you'll notice that actually Litecoin is moving in a channel pattern. So the good news here is that if we do break below this support level, I think we'll go back down to about $260, but then we'll bounce back up and that channel should hold up. So we will see ourselves get past that all-time high very soon. Even if we don't see that level being broken in a pump, it is definitely going to get broken. It's just a case of how soon. If we can break that all-time high, I am pretty certain that what's going to happen, Litecoin is going to go into price discovery mode. And very similar to when it first went into that mode back in 2017, we should expect hundreds and hundreds of % increases on this coin. I think that it's going to skyrocket very quickly once we get past that all-time high. We might even see Doge level gains on this coin. Now, my price prediction for this coin may well sound insane. Perhaps it is insane, and next time I see you, I'm going to be locked up somewhere because of my crazy predictions. But I'm thinking that we're going to see $1,000 Litecoin in the short to medium term. And I'm sort of speaking weeks to a month or two at most. We're going to see $1,000 Litecoin. What can we go to in the long term? Well, I'm actually thinking that Litecoin has the potential to go to $10,000. That's not going to happen in the next few weeks, or maybe not even in the next few months, guys. But I am pretty confident that this one is a long-term hold. The charts will indicate that this kind of a breakout is coming. But on top of that as well, you've got the fact that, yes, it has been referred to as poor man's Bitcoin. It's got a very small, limited amount of coins that can be minted. So there is definitely going to be demand there for it, especially from newer people entering the space. And it does seem like newer retail investors are looking for this kind of opportunity. Just take a look at Doge and XRP this week that have just gone absolutely crazy. Litecoin, I think, is going to be the next one on their radar. So why should we miss out on it? We've been here before them, guys. Let's catch that wave first. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. If you did, please do make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated to all of my videos so you know when they're coming out and you can make sure that you know about all of these things before everybody else. And let me know what you think in the comments down below. And remember that question, should we be letting Charlie Lee off now that we are actually back in the green on Litecoin? And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!